alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day.
A Study Guide for Drama 2017. And the only reason this one actually exists is it's got a little story behind it. So in 2017, that was my final year of doing drama at sixth form. So it was my final year of sixth form, so my final year of drama, and my teacher, a man called Mr. McBride Stewart, he wanted us to basically do a study guide for drama for, I think it was either the year 9s or the year 10s, one or two. So I'll be there from when we left. And the prize was basically a £5 voucher for Elm Square, something like that. And we had three options. We could either A, do it as a video, which is obviously the one that I chose. Do it as a leaflet. Or you could do it as a presentation with their slides, PowerPoint actually. And I was partnered up. We were putting the partners, and I was partnered up with a girl named Francesca, and basically, she would do the leaflets that were handed out to everyone. We decided to enter both categories. She would do leaflets that were handed out to people, and I would focus on the video. The only part of the video that she contributed to in terms of the video itself was the sort of cut out. I don't know if you would call them puppets or not, but the cut out paper characters, they were ones that she printed out. In terms of the stage, that was actually I actually made that during a study period in sixth form, because in sixth form we'd have these things called study periods, where if you had a free period that was period 1 or 2, or during some terms it was periods 1, 2 and 3, then you'd have to do silent study. But what I did during that is I went down to the drama studio that morning on the day I was due to, do the recording and that for this, or maybe the few days before, I can't remember exactly. And basically, I needed to make the stage. And what I did was, I took an empty box, it was just an empty box, I think it was printer paper or something that was in it or something, and cut it up, and basically covered it completely in tin foil. And I also made sort of the barrier over the top that held the lights. That wasn't any cardboard at all, that was actually just pure tin foil, just folded over several times. And I actually and the lights, to get the look of the lights, it was actually just, again, tin foil made in the shape of a square with a bit of sellotape over the front. And from there, that sort of made the stage. And I had this stage which I used, and actually did all the filming in the drama studio. It was the rehearsal room. Actually, it wasn't the studio, it was the rehearsal room I did it in, because of it having better lighting. And the reason it was done in there because of the better lighting and that. And I decided to also give it a sepia tone, for A, to show the sort of time period it was at, but also sort of hide the fact that it was tinfoil. And I think it was Francesca's idea to do it as a fashion show, I think it was her idea to do it as a fashion show. So, that is what was done, and basically I just recorded a load of shots for it, and would then work on a script actually later on. I had a few vague ideas of what was going to happen, but in terms of the actual script, that wasn't done until later. Hello and welcome to some behind the scenes filming. This is pure just tinfoil. This is cardboard wrapped in tinfoil. This is paper stuck onto a bit of cardboard. And this is me. Back to table. And then the weekend I recorded the audio and that for the voiceover work, and once that was done I had a look at it and I decided that I was going to take a few little liberties on my own and liven it up a bit, because to be honest I didn't feel that was very interesting. So I decided to do a bit of live action stuff, which is sort of like the intermittent thing where I just like have the gag of me, you know, sliding off my chair, and that it was basically just to add a little bit of humour into it and make it a little bit more enjoyable, also a bit longer, because I realised this thing was pretty short otherwise. Unfortunately, you know, and it was just literally me just recording it in my bedroom, just, you know, just wearing some casual clothes. But again, keeping with that CEX, I'm just trying to hide things, which actually does pretty well. And I didn't actually tell my partner about this. So when on the day and that she, you know, I hadn't told her this, and I hadn't told the teacher this either, that I'd done this. But to be honest, everyone seemed to love it anyway, and told the teacher, Mr. Mac, so he loved it. So yeah, and suffice to say, we won the £5 voucher. Mainly because we couldn't not win it, because the thing is, each category would win a £5. But ours was the only one in the video category, so it was going to win by default anyway. Though it probably won't. It probably won't win anyway, wouldn't it? But thankfully it's not really a short film, it's more of a study guide sort of thing. Very bare bones, but yeah, I released it as a short film, obviously, much later on YouTube. But basically, it was then waiting for that £5 voucher. And the thing is, I was the only one who ever got it, though. And why? Because I wouldn't shut up about it. Every single drama lesson, I mean every single drama lesson, I would ask, Mr. Mac, you know, where's my £5 voucher? You know, I'm going to keep reminding you. And I think, I don't think Francesca actually got hers. I don't know if she got hers. I definitely got mine. Basically, I think it was during the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it was the last, I think it was the second before our last ever lesson. At the start lesson, Mr. Mac came in and presented me with a laminated £5 note. He had actually got a £5 note. At the time, it was one of the new plastic ones. I think that's when did it come out in 2017 or 2016? I can't remember. By the time, you know, they were still pretty new, and he had laminated it, and I still have it to this day. Although I think the laminate it has started to come apart slightly, because a plastic fibre is not really designed to be laminated, so there's kind of like a bit of air got into there. So it's, but I still do have it to this day. Unfortunately, I would show you it, but it's actually at home at the minute, and I'm not actually recording this at home. But I still do have that to this day. And actually, when it was, I remember it was last year actually. It was actually early this year or late last year. I received information that Mr. Matt, our drawing teacher, was actually leaving Gosforth Academy, which was the high school and sixth form I went to. and pretty much one of the other teachers there asked if anyone could please send, him any messages, good looks from former students as well. And obviously by this point, I was a former student. So most people, might just send a message. I did a whole video response and made it as... I think I made it as overly dramatic as possible. I think I filmed it in my back garden. I think I filmed that in my back garden. And to be honest, the stuff I was planning was way too over the top. To be honest, and when it came to it, I just thought, maybe not. I did ask everyone who was in that drama class, because I actually still have contacts with them through Facebook. Do you want to be part of this video that I'm doing for him? And initially people said yes, but no one actually submitted a video for it, so unfortunately my one was the only one that went through. Or luckily mine was the only one that went through, depending on how you look at it. But that was definitely something. But to be honest, I think, personally I think the story behind it is actually, to me, is more interesting than the actual video itself, the short film itself. But I did enjoy that one, enjoy making it very much, but I don't find it that interesting to watch, to be honest.